Hello, Periscopers. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Periscopers. Can't see if you can. Ha, ha, ha. Hello, Periscopers. We're about to talk about some serious stuff right now. For real. Men can go to hell too. How many of you ladies? Hello. How many of you ladies, for real? Hey, how many of you ladies out there? This is going to be, for all of us ladies out there. Hey, look, how many of you ladies out there know what it's like to hear over and over and over again how we need to close our legs, how we need to, I can't really see because I got my camera out there. So let me see what it's saying. Okay. So anyway, thanks for the love. How many of y'all know how the ladies feel, right? It's this huge expectation for ladies to be ladies, keep your legs closed, don't be whorish, be a lady. Okay, newsflash, that goes for the men too, right? I know society, as we call it, keep in mind we are society, has branded all of us, every culture, from Afghanistan to America, that women are somehow these insignificant people, right? Gotta see who this is. Right. So they branded us as insignificant, right? People. Somehow we're down here on the scale, and somehow men are up here on the scale. Like they can do whatever, right? Whenever they choose, with whoever they with, and then women are supposed to just sit back and be like, okay, a man gonna be a man. I totally disagree with that. Now, let me say this. I'm not for the slut walk, the strut walk, or whatever. That ain't my thing either, because I believe in family first. So I'm all about being for real about how these men behave. It is not okay for you to have multiple sex partners. It is not okay for you to cheat on your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance. It's not okay. It's a behavior problem. It is dysfunction. And the worst thing, the worst of the worst of the worst, is to be a part of a religious organization and no one says anything to the men. You know how it is? Almost every Sunday morning, the women get preached to, taught, this is how you're supposed to behave. And, the churches are still, 80% women? I mean, pull up any video from Joel Osteen Church to TDJ Church, any big mega church. And I love the churches. I love all them people I just mentioned. But we got a real problem here. We got a problem because there are no men who are living up to their expectation. Why aren't men living up to their expectation? What's wrong with Romans 12 and 1? Huh? And then the men want to say, well, and ladies even say this to each other. Well, if you put up with it, right? If you put up with it, a man gonna only do what you allow him to do. I got a question. Why don't men know just basic knowledge of how to behave, right? It's like simple, basic knowledge. It kind of goes to one thing. Treat women the way you want to be treated. It's just that simple. So, I'm that chick, I'm that lady who I believe in, I love this, unlocking your simple mind, right? Because we got a real problem. These young people don't have fathers in the home. You all out here spreading your seed, going from one chick to the next chick. You got a baby in Ohio, a baby in New York, a baby in St. Louis, a baby in Arkansas. And you don't spend any time with them. You're not able to raise them. The mother is left to rear the children, and we're wondering why. We have so many problems, why there's so much violence, right? We're wondering why it's so much chaos among the young people. You know why? Because they don't have fathers. Because you thought it was cool to be that dude that knocked up every chick, right? And now you like the child support man of the year, right? And you finding out really how stupid it is. But at the same time, you won't even tell your own sons, who you probably don't know, but you won't even tell your own sons and the next young dude how not to get caught up in that. For real. Like, you're not even man enough to go to the next young man and tell that young man not to mess up the way you messed up. Right? So the bottom line is, you want to come to us women, you want to tell us how to act, you want to tell us how to be ladies, but according to Romans 12:1, you can go to hell too. You understand what I'm saying? Hell is just as far wide open for you as it is for me. So if you're going to tell me, and I'm cool with it because I live that lifestyle, I do. I live that saved, sanctified lifestyle, and I'm cool with that. I love it to death. But can we get these men? Churches, can we talk to these men? Men in the neighborhood, can we talk to these men and deal with these men so we can be strong black families or families at all? Like, for real. Do I need to, yeah, I'm trying to see what this person writing. I might need to block them. I can't see though, so if you're doing something good, that's cool. So anyway, for real, we need to realize that we live in these lives where we pretend that everything is okay. And I have to be honest with you. Every show I watch, every reality show, every show I watch day to day in my daily living, especially when I used to be a salon, a hairstylist for 15 years, I heard the worst stories. I heard gut-wrenching stories. I mean, oh my God. Even today, I heard a story. This woman said her husband woke up after 17 years of marriage and told her it was over. Kicked her and her children out of the house. That ain't cool, people. Men, that's not how you treat a woman. Like, for real. You can't treat a woman like that. You can't just do that. And I know you can, theoretically. I mean, physically, you can. But what I'm saying is, you cannot, that's not the right way to treat a woman. It's not. And if you treat your wife that way, after 16, 12, 10, 5, 3 years of marriage, you just got married yesterday, I don't care what the situation is, you have hurt that woman. It's more than about you slept with somebody else. You broke her trust. You did that. And for what? Seriously, for what? I'm here to give you this big, fat, energy-filled, God spirit turn up message that men can go to hell too. Don't think you are so special you're going to get a pass, because you're not. I'm sick of you hurting women. I'm sick of women being hurt. I'm just sick of it. Sick of it. I'm sick of the children who's suffering behind your ignorant butt. Okay? So the only way we're going to get this fixed is we call it like we see it. And it's just the truth. You want to know why? It's gangs, drug dealers, dropouts, poverty, consistent poverty, consistent. Black children just stay in poverty. You want to know why? Where are the men? Where are the fathers? Where are you? That's right. It does not discriminate. So men, where are you? For real. Where are you? Where are you? Why are you missing in action? How could you just drop your seed in a woman, have a baby, and then you just MIA? That is crazy. Do you realize how insane that is? Just take a little time, think about that. That is triple insanity. There is no way. And then I watched the video today where they was like coming down on the women. Some guy had a video up on Facebook talking about, pictures of young dudes. They had guns. You can tell they was doing the drug thing and all that stuff. He was like, look at this. This is the product of single women. These women ruining these boys. These women doing this. They tricking off with these dudes, teaching their sons this and that. Where were you? Look, every dude that was on that video had a daddy, okay? They didn't just come here and drop out the sky like food in Africa falling out of a plane. You understand? Where was your behind? Instead of being on social media talking about single parent mothers who, much like myself, had my children by myself, and you know what I did? I went to school and worked 2 jobs, sometimes 3. Tell me how come a man can't hustle, grind, and do it like the ladies and keep your family together? How come when you guys face a little challenge, you running out the door? You can't even take a female saying, I'm pregnant. She just say, I'm pregnant, and you rolling. It is something detrimentally wrong in society. And it's the fact that a man can't handle his business. He has no idea of what he's losing when he walks away from his family. He has no idea how he's traumatized the woman, traumatized the children. Has no idea. And I want you to have an idea, because that's not cool. And the more you do the things that you do, hell is wide and open for you. I don't want you to be confused, because I watched a message, and I'm going to end this, the other day. And on that message the other day, it was a minister saying that he thanked God that his wife stuck with him through all he put her through. Other women, this and that, all through the years. It almost made me want to vomit. And I'm not trying to be disgusting here. Because who are you to take your body and go lay up on top of somebody else's body and then bring your sorry butt to the house, to my home, and then get in bed with me? You nasty. You pathetic. You a loser. I can't even say nothing good about you. The only thing good I can say about you is that you're human. So you have the ability to do one thing, and that's change. So hopefully, at the end of the day, I hope you know that as a man, it's your job to love the woman, love your children, right? That's the right thing to do. Sorry, society painted this big, yes, nasty. Sorry, society painted you this big old picture where you were some king and you could do whatever you wanted to do when you wanted to. No, boo-boo. I'm going to pull you back from that. It's not right. It's wrong. Point blank and period. You are the reason, with your uncontrolled self, you are the reason that these young people are suffering, because you are not there. Don't plant a seed if you're not going to help it grow. You understand? Don't do that. Don't marry a woman, just like that mess I seen on our Young to Fix My Life. Don't marry a woman just to sabotage her life, to use her as a beard, just so you'll have somebody at home to say you're married, or for whatever the reason. Don't do that. Marry for love. Honor your wife. If you can't live up to Romans 12:1, you are just as hell bound, and you are causing a mess. That's what you're doing. You're causing a big mess. You are polluting us. You are polluting your children, and that's not fair. It's not fair. So you know what? Just want you to know that it's Men's Monday. I'll be back every Monday to talk about the men. Until you get it right, I'm going to keep calling you out. I don't care if you're a pastor. You shouldn't be having babies by women in the church. You're supposed to be married. So if you're married, why are you messing with women in the church? That's wrong. And some of these pastors, like whatever, Brian and whoever, whatever, these big name pastors, and you laid up with somebody and had a baby right there in the church. Are you serious? And people still running up in there acting like you the pastor? Stop. No, that ain't for real. You are wrong. And then you're so pathetic and so ungodly. You can't even stop. And instead of you acknowledging your sin, you just want to give it a little pat and give it a little twirl and be like, yeah, you know, I messed up. No, you are unregenerated soul. You are everything God didn't call you to be. And you really need to step down for real, because you are poison. You are poison to the people. And you know what I really hate? I really hate that it's still the majority of members in the church are women. And you want to know why? This is why I say, because the pastors, most of them ain't living nothing. And a real man is not going to follow crooked leadership. So you wonder why the church 80% women or 75% or whatever it is? Check out your leadership. Is your leadership right? Because if your leadership right, should be some men in that church. So this is me, Men on Monday. Just want you to know, men, you ain't safe. You don't get a passport. You can go to hell too. Y'all have a good night. This is Kathleen on Periscope. Join me every Monday for Men on Monday. Every Friday for Family First. If you like the do, you can visit, I always do this, Mary Jane and Company. Wigs, extensions. Also, support me. Go to GoFundMe. TBB Contact 3. Make a donation. I've been asking for forever. I'm just going to keep on doing it until I reach my goal. But anyway, thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Follow me on Instagram, K Harrod. And follow me on Twitter, K Harrod STL. And visit my WordPress page. I blog, I write about real life and godliness. Real life, honey. At KathleenHarrod.com. Bye-bye. Okay, I'll learn how to get this together. Work. I'm hitting it. Okay, here we go. Stop. Stop the broadcast, you crazy camera. Are you sure you want to? Yeah, I'm hitting the button.